Charlene. So, guys, okay, I've been here. It's day 2. I'm so sorry. I'm like on the patio. But, guys, I really want to chime in and tell you about my flight experience from Miami International to Ian Fleming International here in Buscabel, St. Mary, Jamaica. I was actually on the flight on the inside, and I want to give you guys my perspective. So let's talk a bit about how it even became Ian Fleming. So Ian Fleming is a British naval officer that was hired by Her Majesty to investigate, I guess, the coastlines of Jamaica. So he arrived in Ruckabessa, St. Mary, and realized there were 15 acres of tropical bush that he fell in love with. And this is not new. Mr. Ian Fleming did what we all do. We fall in love when we get here, and we want to stay here. Of course, we have to make life here and make it feasible for us, but that is what he did. He fell in love, and it's not a stranger to us, right? When we come, we don't want to go back home. We want to stay in Jamaica. So he fell in love with the 15 acres. At that time, he was investigating. He wasn't able to take over at that time, but he came back. Who comes back after a war or after an investigation to buy or purchase land that they just had war in? I mean, I don't know, but I wouldn't. And he did, because he fell in love. Not fell in love with the person, but fell in love with the island. And so he went ahead and he purchased what we know now as the Golden Eye. And a little birdie told me that his neighbor decided to buy Firefly. What we know now is Firefly. As a kid, I drove past these areas and I had no idea about the rich history of St. Mary. So now that I know, I'm more excited than, ever now to explore what St. Mary has to offer. Okay, we are right between the parishes of St. Anne and Portland, and so we have the best of both worlds. We can get to Kingston in under an hour and 20 minutes. That, you can't beat that with a stick, right, guys? So let me tell you a little bit more about Ian Fleming. Mr. Ian Fleming decided to purchase the 15 acres of land, and he decided to build on it, and it became the Golden Eye. The same operation that he was investigating while he was here, he named it after the operation. And that is so sentimental. That shows how much he loved the island. And so I just go to say this. He was named after, or the airport was named after him, for the simple fact he is also the author of your favorite James Bond books, which then turned into blockbuster movies. So just to mention a few of the highlights of how this name came about and how this airport came about, the details are still minimal as in regards to who's responsible or who had the last say in building the airport, but it has and it will benefit St. Mary in such a great place. And not only St. Mary, we can say as far as parts of St. Anne's, and it can extend parts to Portland, to the end of Portland. It also, St. Mary borders, I believe, St. Catherine and Clarendon too. So even Clarenders and St. Catherine natives can use the airport. It's amazing. It's going to do so much for this side of the island. This side of the island, as a child, I know as the North Coast. And so along the North Coast, we have sandals resorts. We have couples resorts. We have insurmountable Airbnbs, which I'm going to feature one today. It's called Sam's Place. It's on Airbnb, and it's a beautiful quaint loft that you're going to love. It has a sea view that you would not believe. I also have another company in mind, and it's called Irie Moods. This company is going to take your experience from 1 to 10. It is going to showcase and bring you around to areas. They have a concierge service which will cover transport to different places where you need to be, and it's an all-inclusive package. Guys, you cannot go wrong with this one. So if you want to see my experience on the inside of the plane, stay tuned and just feel the love and feel the excitement. Even if you're not Jamaican, you can feel proud to know that we take pride in developing our country, and so that you can share that when you visit as well. Jamaicans are known as very welcoming, warm, inclusive people, and you'll enjoy the time here spent with us. So, further ado, watch our video.
Well, here they who or more down?
I don't know. Japan.
Going straight to the final destination, or you have a layover?
No, it's straight to Ocho Rios.
Do you have the flight information with you?
Yeah, I do. Go in there. You're gonna get a lot more. Don't worry, you'll memorize it. Ocho Rios, 8 rivers, yes, of course. In Spanish, right?
Yeah,
8 rivers.
Spanish, but no, I thought it was a place in Mexico, similar name.
Similar name, okay.
Okay, you have the bags included.
Guys, so far in Miami, you have curbside. You can pay these guys extra. It's absolutely no charge, but they go ahead and they do the service for you. I have Miguel helping me today. Say hi, Miguel.
Hello.
And he's tagging my bags. He's gonna send them through, and we'll see what the other service is like. Inside looked crazy, so I decided not to go inside. I just wanted to have my little bag here. All right. Yep. This one's going too, because I'm allowed to, right? Yeah, I don't want to carry anything. Yeah, so I'm sending both bags, even though one is a carry-on. I want one to go, because I just want to carry my little bag and my jacket. I want to be hands-free so I can talk to you guys and record. It's really crazy here on a Saturday morning, but I hope there's a little bit of festivities inside that you guys can see. Workout. I am seeing D55, and there are balloons. I hear that there is going to be somebody from Jamaica Tourist Board there, which is excellent. There's a lot of hoopla going around, and I'm so excited to show you guys. A lot of crowd, don't know why, but let's see. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. I'm getting you, you're getting me.
Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun.
Okay guys, I am currently at the gate. As you can see, there are lots of festivities going around. There's music. They already had the cutting of the ribbon, which I missed. I wish I was here, but they had goodie bags and they had flags for us that we'll use on the flight today. It is awesome. I'm getting to meet a lot of people. The head of tourism of Jamaica and also the Consulate General for the Southern United States. He was such a gentleman. And he took a few pictures with me, and I'll show you guys in the vlog. But we are counting down the minutes before we have to board to this iconic flight. I don't know what else to say, but I am so elated to be a part of history because this won't be the first. There will never be another first trip to Ocho, Rios, Jamaica from the United States. So I am super, super, super happy. And come with me. I think we're about to board, and we'll see what's going on. Follow me. There were. I think there's 2 more bags left. You should grab it. One more minute. So excited. So excited. You're welcome. You're welcome.
What's up? What's up? Big welcome for the inaugural flight. MIA right now, OCJ, Rios. So, we had a great presentation. Give away swag bags. I'm going to do a count to 3, and then you're all going to wave. We're waiting for these people to make some room there. Get out those wave rags. Get out those wave rags. Hold on a second. Here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3, wave!
you can feel the descent. Let's see what's outside. We're going down.
We're there.
We're there.
Yes, sir. It's our pleasure to welcome you to Ocho, Rios. Where the local time? Where the local time is 11:51. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the seatbelt sign is turned off. Please keep the aisles clear of all carry-on items. Take a moment, check your seat back pocket around your seat area for those personal small items, cell phones, tablets, keys, wallets, passports, earbuds, charging cables. Onto the plane, you're not allowed to get back on board. Anything found aboard by the cleaners will go lost and found. When you open the overhead compartment, be careful as items may have moved in flight. American Airlines and our One World partners, thank you for flying with us today. We hope to see you again soon. Walk good. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you something, and I might be dating myself, but I was 10 then. I'm kidding. I've been doing this since 1978. I was, like I said, 10. And this is the first time. I've flown many different types of aircraft. This is the first time I've worked a flight to JA.
Wow.
And it warms my heart to be able.
Guys, I couldn't even contain my excitement. We had just landed and we didn't know what to expect. And guys, when I saw the amount of people that were waiting for us for this first flight, it was absolutely crazy. We got our first spray from the fire brigade, as you'll see right here as we make the turn. And as I saw all these people there, I got emotional. Just like the flight attendant said before, she has been doing this since 1979, and this is her first flight to JA. Now, you guys, if you know me well, I have been flying since I was born, and even more now that I'm an adult, and this just felt different. This felt like home. This felt like a victory. This felt like a win. Growing up, having my mother's friend take us from Montego Bay back when we were younger, that drive was a 4-hour long drive and a lot with leather seats in the summertime. So you can imagine what we were going through. And then we got the highway and it went down to an hour and a half. But nothing beats landing in your hometown, getting off the plane and getting home in what you'll see a short amount of time. I'm not going to give it away just yet, but I was so elated to see everyone waiting there. Adam Stewart, if you are well aware on Instagram, the head of Beaches, was there. The head of Sandals was there. Actually, the guy in front of me, he's like some top-notch guy for Sandals. In the very first seat was the mayor, you would say, or the minister of member of parliament was there, Bobby Montague, or Robert Montague as his right name is, and so many other people of, Jamaican importance were on the flight and was there. And it just felt right. It felt great. It felt good to be a part of history. And I was just like, on the top of my lungs in this clip and these clips going forward. And I didn't want that to distract you, but I just want you to watch this and listen to this voiceover so you actually know why I went, why I recorded, why I took first class. I wanted that entire experience, coming off the plane. I knew definitely it would be walking down the steps for this one. And I just, as you can see here, photographers, TVJ, The Observer, every news outlet that you can imagine in Jamaica was waiting for, this flight to onboard. And I was a part of that history. And my love for Jamaica surpasses, this one flight, but it is a part of why I love Jamaica so much. There was so much music, and I'll release the clip right here so you can just get a little bit of what's going on.
Anybody have come on there?
Yes, I'm coming to find you so I can meet Adam and Bud. You're waiting for me.
Sorry. So now, guys, here as we went in, we had to take our temperature. The inside is a cute little airport. It looks like a regional airport someplace in California. But we just walked down the aisle, and of course we were sniffed by a narc dog. Of course, that is a part of protocol. And then we stand in the aisle, and we waited to be called into a very small immigration room. Now, Jamaicans are very serious about that immigration room, and you cannot record, but I try to record as best I could for you. There are 3 immigration officers there, 3 desks there. Basically, they ask you, why are you on the island? Are you here for vacation, to see family, wedding, vacation, whatever the sort may be. We also have those kiosks that you've seen in Montego Bay. Those make the process quicker. These are the gentlemen that are asking us the question. And then you move on into the custom and pickup area. So to my right are 3 custom officers where when you pick up your luggage, you go to those custom officers and they will lead you into the right way. This gentleman here, I don't know what his position was, but he helped me and he navigated me to this machine right here. This is the only machine in the building that are scanning suitcases when they deplane. And I can foresee them needing a bigger space if we happen to get more flights in from Miami or the U.S., because I don't think this machine is going to be able to handle it all. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not an expert, but this is the very small room, only standing room only, and the bags come right through there, and they go through the machine. Right off the tarmac. The tarmac is just through those doors right there, the gentleman that was helping me. And you can see all of what's happening there. They're quickly, taking the bags off. I think my bag was one of the first because it was one of the last to get off. And I also was the first person at the baggage area, as you can see. So this is on the outside where you meet up with your family and your friends. And I'll release the clip here so you can listen. I did. So guys, this is the exit, very small exit. There's people covering the story here, and taxi personnel on this other side. Sandals has set up their area for their beaches, and also personnel as well. And I'm just waiting for my ride to come and get me so that we can move on. There's a lot of festivities, but you cannot see it because it's on the other side. But so far, I'll give you my view once I get settled. Okay guys, so this completes flight A4007. Thank you, from MIA to Ocho Rios. It was a grand time. This is the area where we wait, I guess, with our bags for somebody to pick us up. This is the exit. It was a smooth process, no issues, no hiccups. It's a very small airport, so I can see as planes begin to come in and different airlines begin to come in, then they would have to expand. I'll give you my full review after, but an amazing ride, amazing ride, amazing ride. And I'm so happy, I'm so grateful for this. I'm gonna take a few pictures and then we'll be out of here. So we have just left the airport just behind me, and we're gonna time how long it takes to get home, okay? So we're timing it. So cuz don't do over the speed limit, just do the regular speed limit. Of course there's a little bit of traffic because people are getting picked up, but do the speed limit, and we're timing it, you know, just the way you would normally drive, how long it would take to get home. All right, there's a bus slowing down in front of us, but okay, we're gonna clear it now. All right, so you can do your regular speed, and I'm timing it right now. So let's talk about inside the airport. Inside the airport is, as you know, it's very, very small. I foresee that if there are more than one flights or more than 2 flights coming in per day, they will have to expand the custom portion of the airport. It's one small machine. I think I got a clip of it. If I got a clip, I will put it in the video and show you exactly what the machine looks like. Very small machine. Every bag goes through it. And then you have a very small area of 3 custom agents, you know, where they ask you where you're going to stay, what's in the contents of your bag, and so on. So I foresee that that area has to be expanded if they're going to allow other international flights into this airport. But the flight was extremely smooth. The fly over the route over the island, beautiful. I can't even explain in words how it felt to know on this side of our island of St. Mary that we have something like this. I can't see the downside other than, you know, traffic, housing prices, land prices going up. That is the con that I already see, or those are the trends that I already see starting. But I can't, for me at least, for a traveler, I'm coming from a traveler's perspective, I don't see a con coming into this airport. I'm literally home. I'm literally seeing places that I go to every day in a matter of minutes, except for traveling all the way from Montego Bay, which takes an hour and a half. Listen, it was very festive out there. I apologize, there was a tent full of people and camera people. I'm sorry I couldn't show you that because it was intense inside. When I say intense, there were a lot of supervisors around. This is the very first flight, so everybody's on their best behavior. There were no cutting corners. If they felt that they had to search you, they will pull you aside. If they felt that you were no threat or you weren't bringing things inside the country that over the value, then they would let you go. And I just can't tell you how good it feels to land and be home. I know what the Montagonians feel like now when they fly into Montego Bay and they could get home in 10-15 minutes. It's amazing. So we're approaching an area which, if I wanted to stay here, I could. And we are at 3 minutes and 43 seconds. We're going to the official home where I will be staying. And from here, it's another maybe 5 minutes. So you're talking about 10 minutes flat and I'm home. Yeah, Ian Fleming, American Airlines is going to get my money. They're going to get my money for the next few years until they decide to do something otherwise. It's an amazing flight, and it's the best fit for me. I think it's going to be the best fit for people in St. Anne's Bay, in Ocho, Rios, all of this coast here, this north coast, all the way down to Port Antonio. Yeah, I would say all the way down to Port Antonio. Port Antonio, you know, they tell me that they don't use, or people from Port Antonio tell me that they don't use Kingston. The journey is not favorable. And Montego Bay is the only route, and it's a 3-hour drive at this point, maybe even more. So I could foresee a lot of Portlanders, Port Antonio, Inaugural Bay, Hope Bay residents using this airport. And the list goes on, Ocho Rios and beyond. I was in first class. I sat with Robert Montague. I sat with the Consular General for Jamaica for the Southern U.S. I sat with the head of beaches. I sat with another gentleman that is the head of Sandals. So they are prepared. They are gearing up for the traffic that this airport is going to inflict. And for the regular people like you and me, I would say the only thing I would say is if you're planning to buy, it's kind of getting late, but buy now. If you want to buy on this side of the island, it's time to buy. It's kind of getting late. Prices are going up. People are excited. And so that's my input. That's my input on the whole experience. I will show you the experience going forward and just explain bits and pieces as we go along. But we are coming up to the house where I'm officially, well, I'm just stopping there, but I'm officially stopping for today. And we're at 6 minutes and 13 seconds. I'm sorry. American is going to get my money every time. Unless there's no flight coming from American, it's going to get my money. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for watching my video. It was indeed a time. We had a time. I just added a few clips for you to see just how great the experience was, how festive it was. And I'm so glad that you joined this video just to experience a small bit of what this flight was like. If you're even contemplating going to Jamaica and you want to be in Ocho Rios, you want to be on the best side of the island, check OCJ, which stands for Ocho Rios, Jamaica, for that airport. And it flies right now just out of Miami on Wednesdays and Saturdays. It is a smooth 1 hour, 20-minute flight, even though it is seen as 2 hours, but it is a 1 hour and 20-minute flight, and you can go from the plane to the beach. How great that is. Thanks again so much for watching, and tune in to my next video.